Um, I see picture. Oh, there we go. Picture, sound, maybe. Let me know that everything sounds and looks well to you, good to you. I just don't know. I have a semi new setup. So over the holiday, my auto harp. This is not the regular auto harp. In fact, this one down here with the brown bass here is also not the regular water auto harp because a cat peed on my bag, and now it's soaked into the wood, and it now smells like piss. Which is, it was on its way out anyway, so its timing was okay. But that also meant I had to swap out a pickup, and the pickup was having problems as it was, so that's heading out the door, and so I ordered a new pickup, which was a frightening sum of money. So I haven't gotten that. I did set up the other one to have a pickup ish. It's got a different pickup that I had as a backup, which doesn't have the quite the same sound as that I like with my auto harp. But that said, I'm playing acoustic today, so it doesn't. You have a pickup? Good morning to Carol, Sarah, Linda, and Brown Coat BDH. Who is Brown Coat BDH? Let me know. Yes, it is a new year, new equipment. Which again, stuff has to be done. The problem is that I play an auto harp, and if you saw that chat, what was it? The Dolly graphic I made, which is here's an auto harp according to artificial intelligence. They don't know what an auto harp is. So that's going to be problematic for me in the future if I say, especially when someone says, hey, I'm going to combine artificial intelligence with a 3D printer. Make me an auto harp. And that thing will come out. All right, well, I'm going to get started. Today I'm going to talk about the Kickstarter that starts next week. And I'll tell you more about that in just a second. In the meantime, oh, flower of Scotland, when will we see your like again? That fought and died for your wee bit hill and glen and stood against him. Proud Edward's army and sent him homeward to think again. The hills are bare now, and autumn leaves lie thick and still, o'er land that is lost now, which those so dearly held and stood against him. Proud Edward's army and sent him homeward to think again. Those days are past now, and in the past they must remain, but we can still rise now and be a nation again that stood against him. Proud Edward's army and sent him homeward to think again. The hills are bare now, and autumn leaves lie thick and still, o'er land that is lost now, which those so dearly held, O flower of Scotland, when will we see your like again? That fought and died for your wee bit hill and glen and stood against him. Proud Edward's army and sent him homeward to think again and stood against him. Proud Edward's army and sent him homeward to think again. You like the auto harp sound? Well, good. I'm glad you like that. I'm still getting used to it. This one. This is a slightly older one that I think I set up. I don't entirely remember. It's been a while. I'm still getting used. The problem is you change. I think as the auto harps get older, the sound dulls a little bit, but it also you get just a warmer sound rather than a brighter sound. It's I don't know. I like the sound of it after a time, or maybe I'm just getting used to it. I don't know. Whatever. Okay, so one of the things that I have to work on and to remember to do is selfies. So cheese. There's all these things on social media, and you're like, how do I promote stuff? And I never remember to do photos or anything like that. And I figured, so now I'm going to put it on my set list so I can try to remember. Welcome to Lisa and Margaret and Dan. Okay, that is brown coat. Big Damn Hero and Johannes. Yeah, I guess so. Maybe just brighter sounding strings work well, and I like that sound. But it's still most of my last auto harp had a nice, just a warm, comforting tone. And I'm not sure if it's the instrument or if it's just a matter of time. I guess we'll find out because this is probably not the one I'm going to be using on a regular basis. I don't think, but once I get that new pickup, but we'll see how it goes. You have a set list? I don't replace them often. Maybe I'll hold on to. I don't know when I got that last one. I know this. I don't even remember when I got this one. I feel like it was like about 5 years ago that I've had that last auto harp. I think maybe longer. I forget. Yeah, it is hard swapping names. Dan's writing about having trouble swapping names on Instagram. I did that eventually. I was like, I had a whole bunch of people following me on Facebook with Mark Gunn Music, and then one thing I changed it to Kilt Father, and finally I was like, you know what, screw it. If I lose people, that just happens, And I changed it all to Kilt Father. Yeah, sometimes it takes a little bit of warming up, I think. So we'll see. All right, let's do a little shout along. This is Sláinte Of course. Sláinte means here's to your good health. Sláinte is here's to your health, and Va is good in Irish. Spelled nothing like it sounds. How does an MH a V sound? I don't know. But that's Irish for you. So when I sing Sláinte, you can shout it back. So let's go. Sláinte, Sláinte. Here's to your good health, one and all. If your soul feels rather thirsty, you hear the crate, the call. Raise up your glass and Sláinte. Many times in my life, forgot the kindness code. I reap the sorry seeds that I sowed. But when I gave instead of took, that's when my spirit growed. My charity turned into liquid gold. Then we sing Sláinte, Sláinte. Here's to your good health, one and all. If your soul feels rather thirsty, you hear the crate, the call. Raise up your glass and Sláinte. Your work week was a bear. You're feeling rather low. You head down to the pub to watch a show. There the singer makes you smile, and the music makes you glow. So buy a CD or support a Kickstarter before you go. Sláinte, Sláinte. Here's to your good health, one and all. If your soul feels rather thirsty, you hear the crate, the call. Raise up your glass and Sláinte. Sláinte. Here's to your good health, one and all. If your soul feels rather thirsty, you hear the crate, the call. Raise up your glass and Sláinte. Yeah, I found you more volume, just a tiny bit. You think it needs more volume, Chris? Is that what you said? How is the volume going for y'all? I made some adjustments to my setup, and it's possible it could use a little bit more volume. I'm going to turn it up a tiny bit, for better or worse. The tough part is you can never know with when I'm singing, because I sing louder than when I'm just practicing or whatnot. In general, or when I'm trying to get the audio set up, I try to match that volume, but I feel like I get a little bit more enthusiastic. So Kickstarter. I have a Kickstarter that I'm launching next week. I hope. I say I hope because I still have quite a bit of things to do to finish it up. Like, come up with a design. I started working on the Kickstarters for the Irish and Celtic Music podcast, not necessarily for my regular music. But it is, I'm raising funds for a new a 2024 shirt design and album pen. And then there's going to be a re-release of the Best of the Irish and Celtic Music podcast compilation CD that I released in like 2008, I think, 2007, way back when. I almost wonder if I should do another one of those things, but I'm not sure the how useful that is in this day and age. If you want a compilation, you go to Spotify and you create your own. It's called a playlist. So I don't know. But it would certainly help if I was doing a Kickstarter like this. The goal, of course, is to raise funds for the podcast and also provide some promotional items for the podcast. That's actually one of the big things about this. Kickstarter is doing also something called the Make 100, and the idea is that you set up a Kickstarter that says Make 100 of something, and then you make 100 of that item. And so that's kind of what the goal is. And because the pen, I'm only going to print 100 of these pens. And hopefully it's a cool design that will get people interested in the podcast and bring them back out there. I'm going to do a quick little tuning on my auto harp too. Because that certainly sounds off. Yeah, that is. There we go, much better. So the goal with the Kickstarter is to raise money for general funding of the podcast. So every little bit helps. I'm not going for 10,000 or anything like that. I'm happy with the goal is just about $3,000. Which mostly goes to the it doesn't actually so much support the job. As it does support everything else. So yeah, and I don't, that's the thing. Jimmy says that CDs are lame. Yes, CDs. I think they have their place and whatnot. But the question is, what do you do with a musician? Right before this, I went to Facebook, and someone had posted as a musician who posted they were disgruntled. $100 is not a great pay. They mentioned that was what I got paid in 1980. And music restaurants are still paying, and many venues are still paying $100 for a regular gig, which is where is the future of music? And I don't have the answer to that. It's somewhere out there. But Kickstarter or Patreon, certainly Patreon is a big thing for me. That's the reason I have the Patreon here. And if you are not already signed up to it, feel free to do that, because that does certainly make it possible to make a living as a musician when restaurants are offering you $100 to play a show. So we try to figure that out. All right, this is a Scots-Irish song. I like calling it a Scots-Irish song myself, even though it's because the lyrics were written by an Irishman from Belfast, Francis McPeak. The music and I think he wrote the music, but the lyrics are also mostly based on an old Scottish song called The Braes of Balletter. But this is Wild Mountain Thyme. Oh, the summertime is coming, and the trees are sweetly blooming, and the wild mountain thyme grows around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to poor wild mountain thyme, all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? I will build my love a bower by yon clear and crystal fountain, and all around the bower I'll pile flowers from the mountain. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to poor wild mountain thyme, all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? I will roam the country o'er, through that dark land so dreary, and all the spoils I find I'll bring to my darling dearie. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to poor wild mountain thyme, all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? If my true love, she won't come, I will surely find another to poor wild mountain thyme, all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to poor wild mountain thyme, all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? Oh, the summertime is coming, and the trees are sweetly blooming, and the wild mountain thyme grows around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? And we'll all go together to poor wild mountain thyme, all around the blooming heather. Will you go, lassie, go? Will you go, lassie, go? Will you go? All right, there is some new music for the Celtic Top 20 of the Irish and Celtic Music Podcast. Came out at the end of last year. If you haven't checked it out, go subscribe, CelticMusicPodcast.com. This is a song that Andrew and I wrote many years ago. I love it. Paddy McCullough was a fine young actor. He played the streets of McCulloughney. He had a voice like a church bell ringing. People would gather and they'd say, there's a man who will play for the king. There's a man who'll sing for a queen. The world's a stage for this fine young actor, if Paddy can find his way. Paddy McCullough played through all the island. He played for lords and for ladies. The women blushed when he took the stage. He had a way of making ladies faint. They'd say, there's a man who will play for the king. There's a man who'll sing for the queen. The world's a stage for the fine young actor, if Paddy can find his way. king he saw Paddy in the theater, a noble actor with the regal demeanor. The king was laughing and the queen was blushing when Paddy walked through the door. They said, there's a man who will play for the king. There's a man who will sing for the queen. The world's a stage for this fine young actor. If Paddy can find his way. Paddy McCullough lived a life of leisure, the chief actor in the king's own play. He sang for lords and he sang for ladies until his dying day. They said, there's a man who will play for God in heaven. There's a man who'll teach the angels to sing. The world's a stage for this fine young actor. Well, Paddy found his way. There's a man who will play for God in heaven. There's a man who'll teach the angels to sing. The world's a stage for this fine young actor. Well, Paddy found his way. Paddy found his way. Oh, Paddy found his way. Paddy found his way. Woo. Welcome to River. Hey, and Chris. Yeah. All right. Dancing with Hobbits. That album is nearing completion. I just had a listen to it in full yesterday, and I think it's all done. I'm going to listen to it again, hopefully today if I can find time. I'm supposed to do a podcast with Andrew in a little bit, sometime after this, so stay tuned for that. But I think it's all done. I already ordered the album pins, and next is ordering the CD, but I waiting for the music. So, meantime, I don't think I want to do that. I think I'm going to do this one. When I sing pint, there's a pint, you shout, a pint, in your best hobbity voice, or type it. We'll have a pint, we'll have a pint of stout, and when we drunk it bottom up, we all will give a shout. Huzzah! That's your other part. There's many an inn dotting the shire that serves a lovely brew. From Bywater to Bree, they say you'll want a pint or two. The finest stout or nut brown ale, the taste comes shining through. And if you raise a glass with me, I'll drink a toast to you. We'll have a pint, we'll have a pint of stout, and when we drunk it bottom up, we all will give a shout. Huzzah! The ivy bush, the green dragon, the pony or and Bree will make the rounds of Habit Town and have a pint or three. A half a pint is fine for lads of less than 33, but I will raise a fool with you if you will drink with me. We'll have a pint, we'll have a pint of stout, and when we drunk it bottom up, we all will give a shout. Huzzah! A toast to friend and host, a toast to Bonnie Brew. We'll lift the glass to seasons past and ventures yet to do. We'll toast to each lass that we met and some we wish we knew. And then at last we'll stagger home and tomorrow start anew. We'll have a pint, we'll have a pint of stout, and when we drunk it bottom up, we all will give a shout. Huzzah! There's many an inn dotting the shire that serves a lovely brew. From Bywater to Bree, they say you'll want a pint or two. Finest stout or nut brown ale, the taste comes shining through. And if you raise a glass with me, I'll drink a toast to you. We'll have a pint, we'll have a pint of stout, and when we drunk it bottom up, we all will give a shout. Huzzah! We'll have a pint, we'll have a pint of stout, and when we drunk it bottom up, we all will give a shout. Huzzah! Speak louder when I'm talking. Good, thanks. Thank you, Matt. I appreciate it. Yes, there's a lot of things that go into putting on an internet show, it seems like. And sometimes I like talking like this, or my voice starts getting a little hoarse. Next week, I'm doing a Bandcamp internet concert. It is on Thursday, January 18th. the day after the release of the Kickstarter. You can also, if you are a patron, you can save 50%. I'm looking at the coupon code, and I hope I have two different coupon codes. Hopefully this one works. So if you haven't used it, or you had trouble in it with saving 50% and you're a patron, let me know. Drop me a message. But right here on Patreon, you'll find that code. So check it out. And next weekend, I'll be at Maggie McGinnis Pub in Alabama. All right, so I'm going to sing you a song from my current newest CD. You have CDs? Yes, I know. I know Dan got that, but because he also had, you have a coupon? You have a coupon? And you have new music? All right, this is from the album Selkuth. It is Loch Lomond. By yon bonny banks and by yon bonny breeze, where the sun shines bright on Loch Lomond, where me and my true love were ever want to go. Yon bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. Oh, you'll take high road and I'll take low road, and I'll be in Scotland for you. For me and my true love will never meet again. We have bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. 'Twas then that we parted by yon shady glen, in the steep, steep side of Ben Lomond, where in purple hue the highland hills are viewed, and the moon coming out in the gloaming. Take high road and I'll take low road, and I'll be in Scotland for you. For me and my true love will never meet again. By on bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. Birdies sing and the wildflowers spring, and in sunshine the waters lie sleeping. But the broken-hearted canes nae second spring again, and the wakeful mercies spray their greetings. Oh, you'll take high road and I'll take low road, and I'll be in Scotland for you. For me and my true love will never meet again. We on bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. Oh, you'll take high road and I'll take low road, I'll be in Scotland for you. For me and my true love will never meet again. We on bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. For me and my true love will never meet again. We on bonny, bonny banks of Loch Lomond. All right. I am planning a CD release March 4th. It is for the album Come Adventure With Me. It will be officially released. I know many of you have already supported it. Thank you so very much. But the official release is coming. In February, I'm going to spend a lot of time with, what's it called? I have working on podcasting, doing some podcasts, including for this next song. So if you ever wondered what this is all about, this is an episode inspired by the episode Blink from Doctor Who. It is called Blink. song about missing out on the best things in life. I love old things, they make me feel sad. Take me back to the past and all the happiness I had. But when I met you, I could not close my eyes. I couldn't even blink unless you disappeared into time. Asked you out for a drink while the rain fell down. I tried not to think that you might turn me down. You're like an angel as old as the universe. You saved me from a lonely life that is so much worse. Don't blink, don't look away, life is too short. I won't blink, I won't turn my back, let go of the hurt. I won't blink. Things don't always happen like we dream and plan. It gets lonely sometimes, that's why I take your hand to grow old with you for as long as time goes by. You showed me this moment and you open up my eyes. Don't blink, don't look away, life is too short. I won't blink, I won't turn my back, let go of the hurt. I won't blink, I won't blink. Don't blink, don't look away, life is too short. I won't blink, I won't turn my back, let go of the hurt. Don't blink, don't look away, life is too short. I won't blink, I won't turn my back, let go of the hurt. I won't blink, I won't blink, I won't blink. I forgot to ask, how was that volume auto harp to voice sounding to you? Let me know. All right, I'm going to do one final song for you. If you enjoy the music you heard, I am going to be doing, well, first off, you know, I do make a living as a musician, so you can buy CDs. You will also have the album pins, which are musical pins related to, themed with a certain CD, so that you can wear your album on your sleeve or wherever you want to put it. And then, of course, most importantly is Patreon. Patreon is the modern way to make a living as a musician, and it, you know, requires you to just support me for as little as even $1 a month. Though to join the Gunrunners Club, it is $5 per month. But you can do it for as little as $1 a month, or just follow the page over on Patreon if you want to get some free stuff as well. A lot of my podcasts end up there, most of them, in fact. But Blink, but there's a lot of good stuff over there, so go check it out. But you sign up for $5 a month, and you're gonna get bonus stuff, including a new song, assuming I can get it recorded now that I have to, fix this stuff whole thing. So Sarah says the volume sounds good. Okay, yeah, I'm not sure. Also, the other funny thing about the auto harp is that it is a lot louder because it is less dulled by age. And so sometimes I'm like, oh, I think I'm playing it too loud. I'm gonna do one final song. I think Carol had mentioned a cat song, but Carol, I'm gonna save that for next week. I will be back. I would make sure I have a cat song on the next show. I really kind of had a set list, and since I didn't have any earlier requests, I decided to stick with it. But this is a song from my CD, which is now called Flower of Scotland. Once upon a time called Name on My Soul. A love song, but someone said it was not your typical love song, and I really love it. So, Matt asked, how did I come to select the alto harp as my primary instrument? So before I go to that, I will answer that. Andrew says I lost a bet. Really, what happened was I was playing in a punk band, and my band was breaking up. I was not thrilled with the songwriting I was doing. I thought it was novelty music, not great. But my band was broken up. I'd already stopped playing the guitar a whole lot because I had a better guitarist in the band. But my dad had a whole bunch of folk instruments, one of which was an alto harp that I took with me to college. And I just picked it up. I was like, what can I do with this thing? While I was passing time and trying to figure out what next. And I found out that not only did it sound really pretty, I spent like the first 3 months just doing this. Pretty. You get this great resonance, you know. But it sounded really pretty. But then I was like, well, let's learn how to play it. And I got an alto harp book with like strum patterns. One thing. And then I wrote my first song. And with it, and I was like, hey, there's an idea. I will learn a strum pattern. I will write a song. And is exactly what I did for the first year at the very least. I don't know if I play any of it, including the song that Jimmy, what did I call that song? The Lolly song? Which was also my first experimentation with drinking songs, per se. Good what sound like good sing-along drinking songs. I'm not sure if that was a good sing-alongable drinking song, Johan, but it was catchy. It was definitely catchy. And so yeah, I picked up the alto harp and I liked it a lot. And it also fit me better because everyone in Austin was a guitar god or goddess, and I didn't feel like I needed to follow in that path. I was like, well, I wanted to be a songwriter like Elvis, and Elvis didn't write any songs, so I wanted to be a better songwriter than Elvis. So I picked up the alto harp and it stuck with me. Now I have also found that it's problematic, as you know, I'm finding with discontinuing the original pickup that I had that Oscar Schmidt was making is apparently no longer being made by Oscar Schmidt, but there is a comparable alternative. I think we'll find out in a couple weeks when it arrives. We'll see. Hope so, because it's my instrument. This is Name on My Soul. If you'd like to sing along, then I'll guide you into it after the break. I walked down a dusty old road. I didn't know what I'd find or where I'd go. Tree limbs hung low and they blocked my view. I saw you through the branches and I wished I knew you. You wrote your name on my soul and I feel like I'm out of control. You wrote your name on my soul, that's what it is, so I'll go with the flow. We looked at each other in the shadows, I'm sure I couldn't see. You stepped closer and your beautiful face looked up at me. I took your hand and mine and we wandered off down the road. It feels so right, it's like I've always known you. You wrote your name on my soul and we laughed as I twirled you about. You wrote your name on my soul and held your breath as I touched your mouth. Through the wheels of time we travel the globe as we reel through life. Our adventures overflow. Our love only grew. Oh, how our love it grew. How did you know I would be so in love with you? We walked through fields of green as high as our knees. Valley of love we splashed beneath the trees. Our lips were red from cherries and a long kiss. We lay there for hours to the stars, shining in their tenderness. You wrote your name on my soul and I saw it in the constellations. You wrote your name on my soul and my blood is pumping. Elation. All right, your part is coming around. If you want to sing along, it's super simple. It goes like this. Name on my soul. Name on my soul, you wrote your name on my soul. Name on my soul, name on my soul. Name on my soul, you wrote your name on my soul. Name on my soul, a little louder. Name on my soul. Name on my soul, you wrote your name on my soul. Name, keep it going. Name on my soul. Name on my soul, on my soul. Oh, you wrote your name on my soul, and I don't know what you did to me. So, name on my soul. You wrote your name on my soul, but it's all that I was meant to be. You wrote your name on my soul, and I'm happier than I've ever been. So, name on my soul. You wrote your name on my soul, and our story will never, never end. Name on my soul. Name on my soul. On my soul. You wrote your name on my soul. Name on my soul. Name on my soul. On my soul. Name on my soul. Name on my soul. You wrote your name on my soul. All right, the Kickstarter starts next week. I will be back next Wednesday, same day that the Kickstarter is launched, to talk maybe a little bit more about it. Hopefully I'll have a design completed. So if you would like to be a part of that, let me know. Thank you so much, and I will talk to you soon. Sláinte.